Hey YouTubers, Mike Boards with the Mike Boards channel. Thank you for watching. Behind us is Chevy Cruze, and in this video we're going to talk about the 3 most common causes that lead to starting issues. In other words, your car is not starting. Let's take a look. Alright YouTubers, starting with the first common cause, loose electrical wiring. And in front of us is a brand new starter for our Chevy Cruze, and you have 2 electrical connections that feed into this starter. Let's direct our attention to this threaded bolt on the back here. That's a 10mm nut, as well as a washer. Now this nut and washer come off, an electrical connection point feeds into this threaded bolt and is then secured by this 10mm nut and washer. In the event that over the years of starting and driving this nut and washer come loose, chances are that will lead to the electrical connection point shorting out and causing starting issues. So that's the first wire we want to check to verify that this electrical connection point is not only on the actual threaded bolt, but is secured properly and tightened with the 10mm nut and washer. Coming over to the left, you have a hole, and you have a securing 13mm bolt that will secure this starter to the actual engine. You have one here, and you have one on the opposite side right there. Now, your positive terminal or positive cable from your battery comes all the way down and is fished through the entire engine and makes its way to this point here, and is very similar to the connection point here. It is a circular connection point with a circular hole in it, and you will secure that electrical connection point by that 13mm bolt. So in the end, that 13mm bolt will go into the hole through the positive terminal connection point and secure this starter to the engine. Now over time, it's very rare, however, in the event that you have a loose connection point here, your actual positive cable from your battery is beginning to short out, and that will definitely lead to starting issues. So let's head to the vehicle and check those 2 connection points. Got the hood open, and safety first. We are going to disconnect the negative terminal to your battery and cut all electrical power to the engine. And remove this, set it in a location where it's not going to hop back up and make contact with the terminal. From here, we actually have to locate your starter. So looking at the engine, your starter is right down here. You can kind of make views of it through the holes on this portion of the engine. I'm going to hop to the opposite side of the engine. I've got a flashlight down there, and bear with me with the camera. I'm not sure if I can get you a really good view of it. However, the first cable we want to address is that red and black cable right there. And as you can see, it feeds into that threaded bolt and is secured by that 10mm nut and washer. Make sure that is firmly secure. Again, if it's loose, it will shorten out and cause starting issues. So in our case, that is pretty firmly connected and secured. The next connection point is your positive cable from your battery. As you can see here, there's that 13mm bolt, and here is your connection point that goes all the way to the battery. As you can see here, ours is very firmly secured and not loose. So that tells us that we do not have loose wiring. So let's move on to common cause number 2. Alright YouTubers, common cause number 2 is your starter relay, and there's your battery. To the right of your battery is a fuse box. Let's go ahead and remove this cover. You have these prongs. Press in and pull up. On the underside of this cover, you have your full fuse diagram, and we need to locate relay 02. And back to the fuses, that will be this relay here. Make sure it is firmly secured in its slots, and if it's not, that may be causing your starter issues. However, if it is completely secured and flush, you may need to just remove it and inspect the actual leads. Check for any corrosion, make sure that there are 4 leads there and they look like they're in good condition in our case. However, in the event that you have really clean, non-corroded and functioning leads, that doesn't mean that this relay is inoperative. What you'll have to do is actually test that. Or in the event that you have a friend locally that also has the same year Chevy Cruze as you do, ask him politely to borrow his or her relay. Take it out of his or her car, insert it in yours, and see if your starting issues fix themselves. If they do, you'll know you just need to go to your local Chevy dealership and purchase a brand new relay. So that is common cause number 2. Let's talk about common cause number 3. Alright YouTubers, common cause number 3, a failed starter, or the internal Bendix inside your starter has failed. With that said, come into your vehicle and attempt to start the car. As you're starting the car, in the event that you hear nothing but a spinning or winding noise, that is a clear indication that your starter is getting electrical power. However, that internal Bendix is not engaging itself into the flywheel to turn your engine over. So what's that mean? That means even though your starter is getting power, the electrical wiring is all secured and not shorting out in any manner, your internal Bendix is failing to do its job, again, engaging itself into the flywheel, matching its actual Bendix teeth into the teeth of the flywheel and spinning the engine is unfortunately not happening. So again, if you're trying to start your car and you hear nothing but spinning and winding noises, you need to replace that starter. All right, back out in front of the engine, and that's all I really wanted to cover in this video. Again, the three most common causes: loose wiring, a relay failure, or the actual starter failure. So with that said, what we are going to do is we are going to make a friendly step-by-step video on how to replace your starter. And in the event that you run through the troubleshooting steps and you end up having to replace your starter, we will post a link down below in the comments section to our step-by-step video showing how to replace that starter. Definitely check that out. You may find it very helpful and you'll get your car back up and running. All right, YouTubers, that's it. Hope the video helped. Do us a favor, below the video you will see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely go to your settings, turn on your YouTube notification bell. Once you do that, every video that we upload, you will be notified. You will be able to stay up to date with us, and that will be awesome. Thanks again for watching.